Hola, yo soy Clovis. Welcome back. Why am I here? Science. As you may or may not recall, earlier in the year, I attempted to explain the scientific concept of entropy. That videotape received a lot of positive feedback, and many requests have come in for another science video. That ain't strictly true. Very few people watch that videotape. In fact, there's very little indication that another science video is desired. And yet here we are. In this videotape, I will be attempting to explain the scientific math concept of a function. It's also known to be a fundamental concept of algebra. That's a type of math you do in school. What's a function? That's why we're here. A function ain't nothing but a mathematical contraption that does a thing to whatever you put in it. It's like a machine. You put something in the machine, like a number, something else come out of it. For example, here go a function right here. The f just mean it's called the f function. This mean you can put something in it. And the function itself is x plus 3. So it's like a plus 3 machine. Because whatever I put in this function, you got to add 3 to it. Right now, it's got an input of x and an output of x plus 3. I think I'm going to put a 21 in it. See what happens. Twenty-one. I just put an input of 21 in the plus 3 function. What's the output? That's right, 21 plus 3, aka 24. Now some functions is a bit more complicated than this one. For example, here go another function. Apparently that's the g function. What happened when you put something into this function? Well, again, the input is x. The function itself is all of that. So what happened to the input in this machine? First, you got to minus it by 7. Then you divide it by 3. Then you square it. And finally, you add 1 to it. You might call it the minus 7 divided by 3, square all that, add 1 machine. Let's put a 16 in it. See what happens. Okay, right now, this function, it's got an input of 16. What's the output? Let's put it through the machine. 16 minus 7, that's 9. 9 divided by 3, that's 3. 3 squared, that's 9 again. Plus 1 is 10. Apparently, the output is 10. Input 16, output 10. In conclusion, that's a function. It ain't nothing but a machine that does some math to whatever you put in it. Input, some math happens. Output. It's very simple. Unfortunately though, the majority of math teachers ain't gonna leave well enough alone. They gonna want you to recognize another key aspect of a function, which is that it's only a function if when you put a number into it, only one number come out. And while you're trying to understand what that means, they probably gonna say, oh, just use the vertical line test to see if it's a function. And they ain't necessarily gonna explain the connection between the two. So one thing at a time. First, the concept of only one number come out. As you may remember with the plus 3 function, when we put a 21 in it, only one number came out, 24. With this one, we put a 16 in it, only one number came out, 10. So according to the rule of only one number come out, both of them is definitely a function. This contraption, on the other hand, it ain't no function. Cause why not? Because when you put a number into it, more than one number come out. Watch. Right now, it's got an input of 16. But the output ain't just one number. It's two numbers, 4 and -4. Because the square root of 16 is 4 and it's also -4. Two outputs for only one input. It ain't a function. So to recap, in the math of algebra, it's a function if and only if, when you put some into it, only one answer come out. For every input, only one output. That's a function. Let's move on. Here go the x plus 3 function on the graph. Now, if you don't understand how the function of x plus 3 turned into this line, I'm very sorry. This ain't a graphing video. But I will say this. The numbers down here is the numbers you plug into the function. And the picture of the line is all the numbers that come out, connected in a line. Now the function machine itself is kind of invisible. Input, something happened, output. Input, output. You put this number in the plus 3 function, this number come out. You put this number in, this one come out, etc. Now as you can see, no matter which number go in, it's only one result. Nothing up here, nothing down here, just here. For every input, only one output. That's a function. Okay. Here go to one that ain't a function. Again, why not? Because when you put a number in it, you get two results. One up here, one down here. According to math, that means it ain't a function. But at this point, you already know that. Alright, here's where the vertical line tests come in. If you take a vertical line and go like this, sooner or later, it's going to intersect the picture of the function in more than one spot. Okay, teacher, so what? Well, it just failed the vertical line test. As if a function could fail a test. Oh, and I suppose that means the x plus 3 function passes the vertical line test. Because a vertical line going like this, it ain't ever going to touch the function in more than one spot. Personally, I don't care for the vertical line test. Ain't nothing but an optical trick. If you already understand that a function means every input gives you only one output, you ain't gonna need no optical trickery. But unfortunately, a high number of algebra teachers really like it. Honestly though, I don't recommend you pay the vertical line test no mind. Just remember, for every input, only one output. You'll always know what's a function. Goodbye. And good luck on your next Quizlet.